everyone, my name is Natasha and welcome to Cold, the intentional place where I talk about having a purposeful and intentional lifestyle. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing ways to get things done effectively. So if you find yourself usually being forgetful, procrastinating way too often, or if you find yourself being all over the place, then keep on watching. Thing, and I think that this is the number one rule if you want to get rid of procrastination or manage your time more effectively. So the first one is schedule it. I believe that if you don't schedule things, then you most probably are not going to get it done. And I speak from experience of procrastination and not getting things done in the way that I want to. And ever since I've been practicing prioritizing, planning, and scheduling things, I've actually been more productive and I've actually been doing things more effectively. Second thing is, I like to call this the jot down method. Right, so I'm sure we've all gone through this, or we all go through this, where when we're trying to do a certain task, when we're trying to be productive, certain things pop into our head, and instead of focusing on the task that you have at the moment, you then want to move to doing that thing that's popped into your head. And that's not good, because then it defeats the purpose of being effectively productive. So as I said, what I like to do is do the jot down method. Once something pops into my head, and if it's not urgent for me to do it then and there, then I just write it down, note it down somewhere, and then when I plan my day or my week, then I can schedule to do it later. So I also like to call it the jot down and do it later. Third thing is multitasking. Now, for people who are productivity or time management gurus, they might not necessarily like this whole thing of multitasking, but I found that it has been helpful for me to get certain things out of the way. Now, when it comes to multitasking, you also really want to be smart at it. You don't want to be multitasking at things that will either then decrease your productivity and not actually help you. So where I like to multitask is for example, when it comes to me reading. Reading is a powerful tool that can open your mind, help you to learn from other people's experience. And before, I've had the problem of liking the idea of reading but actually not doing it, or buying books and not finishing them. But lately I have been taking reading very seriously, and I think I have been making good progress. And one of the reasons is because I've been multitasking when it comes to that. So there are certain books that are a bit heavy to read, or there are certain books that if you look at it, you just think, oh, okay, it's too big, am I going to be able to finish it? Or even if it's not about that. So what I like to do is, for example, how I multitask when it comes to reading is if I'm doing something that's light, for example, if I'm cleaning or if I'm cooking, then I like to multitask. While I'm cooking, I can have a book and be reading. Or even better, my husband has this app, I think it's called Scribed. So it's even better if I use an audiobook. So what I like to do is, if I'm cleaning or cooking, then I have my earphones in and I'm actually listening to an audiobook and getting one book off of my reading list. So that is a smart way of multitasking. Fourth thing, if you want to get things done effectively, is stay motivated. Productivity sometimes can be difficult, it can be overwhelming, but the point is that you want to get things done. The point is that you want to see progress. So help yourself to stay motivated. Have a tracking habit or a tracking system where when you get things done, for example, if it's exercising, if it's reading a book, you can have a tracker so that over time, over a week, over 2 weeks, over a month, you can check how much progress you've actually made. And once you've seen the progress that you've made, it motivates you to keep on going because you actually see progress. Fifth And last thing for you to get things done effectively, I like to call this the law of replacement. So if you have certain habits or certain things that distract you from being productive or being effective at your routine, then what you want to practice is the law of replacement. So I say, if you have a bad habit, if you want to get rid of the bad habit, then replace it with a good habit. So for example, if you're not getting things done because you're distracted by your phone, then you want to replace it with doing something. So either put your phone away, switch it off if you're not going to be receiving important calls, or just put it face down. What I like to do is, I like, specifically when I'm reading, I like to put my phone face down so that I'm not seeing any notifications. Another way you can do that is just go to your settings and then switch off the notifications so that you are not getting disturbed. So that's just one example when it comes to law of replacing a bad habit with a good habit, so that you are able to be effectively productive. Anyway, those are the 5 ways that I have for you to start being effective with getting things done and being more productive. So yeah, if you are not already practicing those, do try them out. Hopefully they will be helpful to you. Otherwise, that is the end of this video. This video was quite short. I just wanted to share those things. Guys, that is all from me today. I wish you a blessed and fruitful and productive day.